Hi guys, welcome to Izel Topic, my YouTube channel. So today we aspirants going to know about the unit reproduction, chapter 1, that is sexual reproduction in flowering plants. So this chapter is a fundamental basic chapter for the NEET examination. As for I am an aspirant who attended NEET in 2024. So far I've seen many things like match the following, Phillips, and like in the options it's so tricky. So with this chapter we can get a little more critical thinking knowledge. So it's basically very important. So we need to study and remember. Okay, we need to remember each and every concept, which is more important in NEET examination. As we all know, it won't ask us like from the text. It is don't ask like in the same way. It is asked in a different way. Okay, so yes, how we are going to start 1.1, that is a flower, a fascinating organ of angiosperms. So, in this paragraph, we can know that a flower is used in human life, like we give it to loved ones to show affection, like things we know, right? And even in the funeral, we give flowers. Mostly we give flowers early when people are not here anymore, right? But we need to change it a little bit, like give flowers when they are alive, and that's a good thing, right? So, reading the first paragraph, like it makes me remember things like that for real. It's important too. And so far, we're going with this diagram. Look at this diagram, it's so beautiful, right? So, we need to remember this too. Like from this we're going to remember each and every point, like how all things going on. This is a good thing to understand. Okay, so we're going with the pre-fertilization structures and events much before the actual flower is seen on a plant. The decision that the plant is going to the flower has taken place. Several hormones and structural changes are initiated, which led to the differentiated and further development of the floral primordium. Inflorescences are the formed which bear the floral buds and then the flowers. In the flower, the male and the female reproductive structures are androecium and gynoecium. So, guys, you need to remember this. In the female and in the male reproductive structures, we need to remember this. In the male, it's androecium, and in the female, it's gynoecium. Okay, and you would recollect the androecium consists of wall of stamens representing the male reproductive organ, and the gynoecium represent the female reproductive organ. So the wall of stamens, look at that. So we need to remember the diagrams, because in the examination we can check in the previous year questions, you can see the wall is even asked with diagrams. Okay, so it's important, that's what I said. Okay, next we're going with the stamen, microsporangium, and the pollen grain. So first of all, we're going with the diagram too. This diagram is far more important, and you should read, like you need to study, like read, practice, and do questions in between. Okay, you should never go for the last and do questions, but in between you need to do some questions for, like, then you can understand which part takes more question and how the question comes. Sometimes some one or two questions are out of the syllabus too, so you can just take it out. And not all year, but some year questions are asked like that. Okay, and then stamen, microsporangium, and pollen grain. Figure 1.2a. Look at the figure in your text. First of all, when reading with me, you need to look at your textbook too and underline the parts, like highlight it. Okay, and figure shows the two parts of a typical stamen. The long and slender the stalk is called the filament. Okay, you can see this is a filament. Okay, the stamen, the long and the slender stalk is called the filament, and the terminal, generally bilobed structure called the anther. This is